Hey bike farmers, thanks for clicking in. I am here with Mark Silman's custom built 1976 Trek TX900 and he is about to come pick it up. I absolutely cannot wait to show him the finished product. It is Friday, June 19th. It is the very first Trek 50th anniversary vintage bike show and ride at 2 o'clock. Mark will be here at noon. We're gonna sit down and eat sliders from the world famous American Legion hamburger stand that's only open on Fridays, right around the corner from the shop here. And then we're gonna head right up north 10 miles to Trek headquarters, where we're gonna see a gazillion vintage Treks and go for a ride and meet all of the wonderful characters that came through all 50 years of Trek history. It's gonna be a blast. So kick back and relax. We're gonna bring you along for the ride.
Hi, how many
Hello.
total are we doing today?
I'd like cheese, cheese. I'd like 3 cheese whiz, please.
You got it. There you are, Andy.
All right, thank you.
So much. We'll bring that out to you shortly.
Great.
Thank you for your patience being here.
What's up, Max? Hey, there we are.
There you are, Andy.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. All right, he's here. I'm gonna go get the bike and bring it out to him.
Oh.
There she is.
Oh. Wow.
Right?
That
Like a blast from the past, huh?
that blows me away.
Oh, yeah?
That I haven't seen it in this nice a shape in many years.
And how old do you think you were when you built this?
Probably 20 years old.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Amazing. I mean, it's just incredible. Like, you've got magic fingers, man.
I don't know how I did it, to be honest with you, but the two guys at Trek, the engineer, Richard Nolan, and then of course Mike Apple,
Yeah.
and well, the two co-owners, Dick Burke and Bevel Hogg.
Yeah.
And then I was actually like the third person in that shop
Really?
that I can remember. I
Yeah.
don't remember any people in the office.
That's incredible.
And
like
I mean,
OG.
yeah, we made the jigs. We set up the machinery, and then
I mean, that's like the very beginning of the largest bicycle brand on the planet.
yeah,
I mean, that's amazing. I mean, I started the video saying this is absolutely, without a doubt, no questions, the coolest Trek bicycle I've ever seen in my entire life. And like, I just
Thank
the
you.
more I hear about it, yeah.
It's-
If I were to do anything, I would try to find a Regita front rim
Oh,
to match
okay.
it and rebuild that wheel with the proper front, But other than that, like,
Yeah,
it's
I-
just perfect. Everything's just perfect.
yeah. I don't know if it got damaged.
Must
When the
have.
bike got damaged, when I left it in the driveway and my wife drove it over.
Oh, that makes sense because
Yeah.
wheels. Yeah. Okay.
I mean,
yeah.
I think it was the back staves though.
Oh.
It got smashed in here, I believe.
Oh, so you actually, do you think they might have been replaced or?
The staves?
Yeah.
No.
No, okay.
They straightened them.
Oh, okay.
Because this is my original.
Yeah.
This is my original work.
Yeah.
That was not done.
Yeah. Okay.
And the paint it had to be done and redone in the late 80s and 90s. Yeah,
Okay.
I knew a guy that worked in the paint
Yeah.
department.
Yeah. Okay.
And he took it in, and when he was done, he handed it to me and he says, "I never want to see this frame again." I didn't know I was carrying around a piece of gold.
Yeah. Right.
That was his words.
Oh, really?
Yes, that was my friend's words. And
Really?
After he fixed
Yeah.
it and painted it. I don't know if he painted it or if Mike Apple.
Well, maybe we can find out when we get up
Yeah.
in an hour.
Okay.
Well, cool. I've got some burgers. Let's sit down and chat, and
Okay.
we'll go to Waterloo.
Sounds good.
It's cool, isn't it?
So yeah, it is very. That just
I didn't have
blows
blame.
me away. And those are reproduction
Yeah.
on
The stickers. I think it's cool though because like, it tells the story a little bit. So I might bring my Apple because I want to ask Mike about the history of that bike too because it's so weird.
Okay.
So hopefully I get a chance to meet him. The other guy I want to meet, first name is Tim. He was an engineer and he designed bottom brackets and seat clusters, but I think he was like in the 80s, early 80s.
That wasn't Tim Isaac. Was it?
Yeah, Tim Isaac.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's going to be there, but I just love his dropouts and seat clusters and bottom bracket shells. Like, they're the coolest I've ever seen in production bikes. But I've never met these guys, It's
Right.
like all my interest in Trek is the old stuff.
I really didn't stay with the biking after I left Trek. I just went on to different things. And
You're a welder by trade, right?
Yes, yes.
So did you do a lot of other brazing with your work, or was it mostly like...
Mostly TIG
Yeah,
and aluminum
okay.
and stick welding and inner tank.
So how long were you at Trek? Like, you said you started right away in 1976, obviously, right?
Yeah, and I interviewed with Dick Nolan.
Oh, Nolan. Okay.
Well, I met Bevel too, but Dick and Mike kind of interviewed me, and they asked me if I could look at a blueprint, and I really couldn't tell what it was, but they hired me anyways.
Nice.
Like I said, we put all the shop together with all the fixtures and the alignment jigs and the machine shop. So
Wow.
I'm thinking maybe a year and a half.
Oh, you were only there for a year and a half or so? Mm-hmm. Right? Okay, so in and out.
Yeah, getting married, trying to buy a house, and wages.
Being in a little startup, who knows what the future of this thing is?
Right.
Will this thing take off? There probably wasn't a whole lot of money. Everybody's kind of bootstrapping.
Exactly. Who knows?
Yeah, right.
What would have happened?
Yeah, right.
You can't go on wishes and dreams, and
Right.
That's kind of what I met Bevel last night at the Orpheum. Mm-hmm. He said, "Do you recognize me?" He looked at my name tag and he says, "Oh, vaguely." He says, "Oh, I'm Mark Silman." And he looks and he says, "Geez, you've aged really well." Well, I said, "Thank you." I was born in '56, so yeah, I was 20 years old. Wow.
Amazing.
It was quite an experience, really, I've never done stuff like that.
Right.
So
who knew how to build bicycle frames?
well, I had to be Mike.
Mike did. Okay, right.
I don't know where he came from, or I just kind of heard that he was the bike builder,
Yeah,
and Richard Nolan was the engineer.
yeah.
They must have worked together in the past, and
And you think this was Reynolds tubing?
yes,
531 probably?
yes, 531 Reynolds, whatever, Sun Tour, I believe, the dropouts. I don't know where they actually had those vertical dropouts, but
Yeah.
I saw them and I grabbed them, and I kind of set this up to be, that short and
Yeah.
with that
Racy.
Yes, like a racy type. Yes, and I believe this is a 24 inch.
I totally forgot to take off the cable guide underneath.
Yeah.
So what, did you have cable guides on the top of the bottom bracket ever? Because the cables go underneath, which is
Yeah.
rare from the time.
I think they did. After a while, they had a braze on,
Yeah.
with the U-shape kind
Yeah.
of.
So do you think you built that originally with that U-shaped braze on?
Nope.
You did this from the very beginning?
Yes.
Okay.
Because
That's rare from that time too.
okay. Right.
that.
I think we were just given here's the tubing, and they kind of let us
Yeah.
do our own thing.
So I don't know if these Road Champion handlebars are anything special because they're kind of all over the place. Mm-hmm. But this SR Sakai forged stem is pretty nice. You don't see these Hatawan headsets very often.
Okay.
So I've never seen that particular Sagino bottom bracket. You know, and those are Sugino Mighty cranks, which are my favorite cranks ever. And they're so cool and pretty. Sunshine hubs. Everything's Japanese except the Regita rims and the Campagnolo seat post
Okay.
that I could find. And now the French water bottle cage.
Yeah, we, like I said, we got the components. We had to buy the components, but the frame, the tubing we were given, and the lugs, and then they just kind of, here you go, design your, you know, with some help from Mike and Richard.
So how many of the 1976 Trek bikes do you think you built yourself? Half of them?
I would say, you know,
Yeah.
from that year. Yeah, absolutely.
Right. And were you doing the TX 900s, the really fancy ones, or was that pretty much Mike?
No, we all did them. You know,
Okay.
Mostly Mike and I were doing the brazing at the time. You know, until they started hiring some other people on. But a friend of mine, Jeff Wilkie, he came in and he did more of the machining and the dipping after the brazing production. Then he'd dip them in the tanks to clean all the flux and all that type of stuff. And then he would go in and do the machining part. And then
So would somebody else clean up the lugs or, you know, the brazing if you had extra material left over? Or you didn't leave material left over?
No. I mean, when we were done, I mean, it was pretty much a finished product. Besides, you know, just cleaning the flux and stuff. Because the silver, you got it at a certain temperature. I mean, it just flowed in there, and that's what you got when you were almost finished.
Yeah.
I mean,
My heat control is terrible. Like with the torch, I'm just a butcher.
No,
I can't figure it out.
No, you just got to know.
Practice and get a feel for it.
Yep, and the color.
Yeah. I mean, it's been explained to me, but I think I would need like a mentor there for me for a couple of builds, you know, which you probably had, right? I mean, you kind of knew what you were doing anyway. But,
Right.
But you had somebody there that's like, no, take it, you know, and like you work through it, get some training. Yeah.
Yes. Anyways, it was it was quite an experience for a 20-year-old.
Yeah. And just a flash in the pan for your life too.
Right.
But very special bike. I hope it gets recognized up there. I mean,
I hope so too.
you know, like, yeah.
I think somebody will take notice. We'll see. So it's all back to its glory, you know, from when we first had it, when I first built it.
Yeah.
You know, it's a piece of history.
It sure
and
is.
I'm glad I kept it.
Yeah, a lot of these things, these are the types of things that like get lost in the attic or whatever, you know, or, you know, put in the back barn and then you pull it out and it's rusted to pieces or, you know. You must have had it like in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, basement. Geez, I moved
Attached
how
to
many
garages.
times?
Yeah.
Attached. I had it hanging up, you know, from the.
Yeah, wherever it was dry. You know, the bottom bracket's like clean as a whistle.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I have some original pictures of it too, sitting against my barn at my old house.
Oh, yeah?
So maybe I should bring them along too.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, should we go to Waterloo?
This is all.
You want to ride it now?
I'd like to try it.
Yeah, let's do it.
See if I can do it. Had a knee replaced like a year ago. So I haven't been on this tall one in a while, so. Oh, the knee works pretty good.
There you go.
That is nice. I'm afraid to adjust the derailleurs.
Oh, no, it'll work. How's that seat angle and everything good?
Yeah, it seems like it.
All right. The seat height's good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I still have a little bend in.
Yeah. All right.
I have to. Nice. Very nice.
Awesome.
I love it.
Awesome.
I love it. Thank
This
you,
is-
Andy.
Yeah, you bet. No, thank you. This was a top 3 projects for sure. I mean, it was just a real joy. I feel like it was a privilege to work on this bike.
Well, I'm honored.
Yeah. Well,
to
likewise.
say the least. Wow.
The frame, I didn't check the frame if it's straight or not, but you can just see how well that wheel fits in there. It's straight.
Yeah,
So-
that's what Dick Nolan said. I've never checked a bike frame that is close to perfect as this frame.
Really?
After I built it.
Right after you built it, it just came out straight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah, he shook his head, and
Man, it's
the rest is build bikes.
Yeah.
You know, so
build them all like that.
yeah, and it's not a heavy bike either for
No.
a steel frame.
Nope. I mean, you got it. It's spec'd out real well, and yeah. I mean, it's a svelte specimen.
Awesome. That I like these too.
Yep.
The original. I think that's what we're on here. You know, that color and
Yep.
stuff.
Yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, it's got a little damage from throwing it down or whatever.
Yep. Yeah, just a little bit of more story.
Exactly.
Here, I'll get you a Bike Farmer water bottle.
Okay, there you go.
I mean, seriously. It was amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's awesome. Thank you, Andy.
Well, here we are, driving into Waterloo, Wisconsin. Highway 89 North. It's a beautiful day. That was a very special moment with Mark. That was amazing. I knew that was a special bike. I knew that he played a special role in the history of Trek. I didn't know the extent. That was really cool, and to watch his expression, that was special. That was way up there in my experiences with cycling and what bikes can do for people and the meaning and the impact that they have on our lives. It's just so cool. We're on our way to Trek headquarters, and we're gonna go see what other bikes do the same for other people. So I just saw a sign that said Trek event parking and vintage ride this way, and I believe this is the Red Barn, the famous starting. This is where Trek got its start. I never knew that this is where it was. Yeah, there it is. That's the Red Barn. Oh. I didn't know I needed my gravel car. All right here. Okay, gotta fish these bikes out of here. I don't know if this is gonna work. I'll try to ride two bikes at once with the camera on in my pouch. So you see this Pine Knoll hat I've got on my head. Pine Knoll is a supper club between Lake Mills and Waterloo. And the lore of the day was way back when. It was Dick Burke and Bevel Hogg sitting at Pine Knoll having drinks, trying to figure out what they were going to name their bicycle company. Bevel Hogg wanted to name it Kestrel, and Dick Burke wanted to name it Trek. And in the end, Trek won. Bevel hung on for I don't know how many years, and then when he left Trek, he started Kestrel. And Kestrel was a pioneer in early carbon bicycle manufacturing, and that's a whole nother story, but you can look it up. It's all true. When I was a kid, I used to go to Pine Knoll all the time for Friday fish fries. I remember drinking kitty cocktails. My dad would give me a quarter, I'd put it in the jukebox and play their latest and greatest Hall & Oates tune. And that's Pine Knoll for me. Went to Ducks Unlimited meetings there. I won a pair of Ray-Bans once. Fantastic.
Up until they made this bike, Trek racing bikes were same mainframe as everything else. They just shortened up the rear triangle and call it a racing bike.
Yeah.
So Tim Isaac came and began designing bikes. This one has a Chinelli bottom bracket, Chinelli sloping fork crown. and you know, it's really dialed in geometry.
Oh, look at that.
So
Lug
thi-
work.
Yeah.
Look at
so,
how filed that is. That's
yeah.
so nice.
So this was a prototype before they figured out what color to paint them. When they went into production, they went white and blue on the Columbus ones. So I've had this bike since 81 or so.
You've had it the whole time,
Yeah.
huh?
Then it's a Willie paint job.
Wow.
Phil Osborne paint job.
Okay, probably. It's seen better days, but I've been riding it. It's, you know, it was a frame set, so it was never really full anything. It's
Yeah.
just a complete mongrel now. But
Very cool.
Had to go with smaller chain rings to accommodate my.
Yeah.
And
Big cog energy.
I busted my no Shimano rule, which I usually try to build with, but
Hey, you got to do what you got to do.
yeah. Anyway,
You know, what are you going to do? Stop aging?
at some point.
1982, 730/736. It depends on where they went when they came out of the plant. It was built right here. And
Suntour Cyclone GT.
yeah,
Big cog energy. Very cool. Got
but
a
we've, you know,
peg on it. Cool little pump peg. Very nice.
We're gonna put in 1990.
Grand Comp shifters. Sexy.
It's a Trek 720 from 1985, and modified quite a bit 5 years ago. I redid the drivetrain, but it was custom painted, so it was shipped from Waterloo to Madison unpainted and custom painted. Modeled after a Mike Apple bike hanging in the window of the bike store in Madison. And when it came in, I asked for pink. And when it came in, it was clear they added a little blue to the pink. And they were worried I wasn't going to like the color, so they parked it next to one that made it look more pink. But I love the color because it came with the blue Blackburn rack, so it makes sense to put a little blue in with the pink.
Yeah.
It did a fantastic job, and I just love it.
That's a very cool bike.
Thank
Love
you.
it.
Thank you.
I like your bike.
Yeah, thanks.
Did you buy it new?
I did.
You did.
Yeah.
You've had it all these years.
Yep. 41 years.
Incredible.
Rides
All right.
better than new.
Very cool. Better than brand new.
Yep.
Love it.
Yep.
All right, thank you. What's your name?
Jim.
Jim. Good to meet you, Jim.
Nice to meet you.
All right, I'm here with the famous Tim Isaac.
Well, I started at Trek in 1979. Dick Burke hired me. I think we had an interview at the Madison airport. And Bevel, of course, was involved in that. And the idea was to take bicycles from a kind of a small production concept to larger volumes, but with better quality. So that involved things like you see on the 170 here, investment cast lugs. Those lugs were made in Milwaukee at Signacast
Okay.
near Deerfield.
Yep. So the 720 has the lugs that Tim designed. My favorite seat cluster. Bottom bracket shells. And did you design these lugs too?
Correct.
Everything.
Yeah, the fork crown and
The fork crown.
all the little parts. And in those days, the drawings were all done with ink on Mylar. So by hand, there was no CAD. And today everything's done on CAD, and it's much more efficient than drawing by hand. Yeah, so that's one of our best bikes. And the thing about the seat lug that you like so much is we had to do it in 5 different angles because the seat stay angle changes with the frame size. So there's only so much of a tolerance you can have between the seat stay line and the socket on top. And then we put a preformed brass ring inside and heated it with a acetylene torch, and the brass would melt and braze it from the inside out.
Very cool.
So we even brazed the water bottle lugs and some of the other details.
And so every bike would come out of the jig perfectly aligned then too, right?
That's not entirely true. There's always a little deformation when the frame cools down. And so the bicycles are designed in such a way that they're flexible within limits. So we put them on an alignment table and make sure the head tube and seat tube are parallel and perpendicular to the bottom bracket. Yeah, so that was done by hand.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was really a pleasure to design those bikes and see them in production and to compete with the world's best bike makers. That particular lug you mentioned, I had a very, very good experience at a bike show in Milan.
Yeah.
I met Chino Cinelli and Andrea Colombo on Columbus Tubing, and I had one of these lugs in my pocket, and I handed it to Andre. Andre spoke English very well. And he turned it over and looked at it, and the two of them began speaking in Italian for about 10 minutes about that seat lug. So that was a proud moment for me.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was really special.
Well, I absolutely love that. It's my favorite chunk of
Bicycle manufacturing in history. So it's a pleasure meeting you.
It's really a pleasure to
All right.
Thank you so much.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
I am blown away at how many people can identify this bike, and they do it by that lug.
Yeah. There was a basic design premise in my mind. It was that you should take the paint off this bicycle. Can you tell me what kind of frame it is? And that's the sort of thinking that led to this design.
Yeah. Very cool.
You've got all this.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Awesome.
Here's another 720. Look at this beaut. So the 720s were made with 531, where the 170s, the road bikes, were made with 753. And these are the fancy, super svelte Tim Isaac lugs and fork crown. And then, obviously you can tell the 720s because of the cantilever brakes. Russell Jobs Trek Tri-Series 531. 105 equipped, just a nice workhorse. You can tell that a bike mechanic owns this one. Russell works for Wheel and Sprocket. I believe this 950 here is his too. Friends with him. Facebook told me he was bringing this bike. Just cobbled together with bike shop parts. Russell ran the Milwaukee Dream Bikes for a while, so he's a bike charity dude too. Good cat, very funny.
That's why it makes me.
Okay, so here's a TX 900. Is this yours?
No, I wish. I could be mine if Russell dies. I'm going to charge Andy for.
Oh, this is Russell. This is your bike too?
Yep.
Holy shit!
Raising my seat.
Raising this.
Yeah, the post.
They're all Columbus steel.
Yeah.
Nice to see you get a scar like that.
Oh my god, I got that one and this one.
You can get this one over here too. It's the Star Trek detail. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's from something else.
Oh, Suntour Super B.
I did innovation just over a year ago.
78 TX 900. Good job, Russell. Jesus H. Christ.
That's the way, right?
What's this one? A 950 from 82.
Okay, so there's
Also very fancy.
Columbus.
Yeah, Columbus tubing.
And also, are we supposed to, like, where do people get these tags?
You can see how the lug is filed nice there. That's Russell, the owner of these fine machines. He's like, oh, bring one bike. Hell no.
Bring 7. The 531C, Trek 660, definitely a racing bike.
To be a little correct, puts like compressor.
It's got some pretty chunky lugs for a racing bike. Just saying. Apparently he doesn't like to win.
So you just gotta find a rack or something?
This is my favorite color, I think. Can you see it? Here, take you on the sunny side. It really pops. Yeah, I would love this one. Look at that. Just, that's the coolest. Who's this? Alan Goad. Why do I know that name? This is a really pretty color too. And the Ishawata 022. $83,970.
Well, it's here. Good job. We got it here. Fortunately, we got this one here in one piece. Yeah. Unlike the other.
Mine's probably from about 95. My daughter wrote
This
it
one's a
around
beaut.
campus about 4 years ago. So
Oh, really?
Early bonded aluminum.
You know, like probably spent about $200 on it.
Oh, wow.
And now it runs.
All right, 1983 Trek 850, first mountain bike. All original. She is a beaut. Look at that. Is this yours?
Yeah,
Really?
these are ours.
You wanna talk about it on camera?
Sure.
All right.
My name's John. This is Helen, my wife. We live in Madison now.
Oh.
So real close.
And you have these wonderful 1983 Trek 850s, a pair of them, all original except maybe the tires, but it looks like even the grips are original.
Yep, even the grips are still original. You're right. We've been through tires.
These new?
We bought them new as wedding presents to ourselves in 1983.
That's fantastic. And did you live here in Wisconsin at the time?
We lived in Wisconsin at the time, but we knew that we were moving to Central Africa, and that's why we wanted to get a all-terrain bike. So we bought these, and they've been around the world with us: Malawi, Thailand, Germany.
And so you heard about the Trek 50 vintage ride and thought, let's go show off the bikes.
We have vintage bikes.
That's very fun. And you're thinking you'd like to sell them, maybe move them along, or?
Yeah, that's what we're thinking. We're thinking that it's we're getting to the age where an e-assist might be nice.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, this is the place to find a buyer for sure. Like I said, it's really hard to say what these are worth. I mean, I saw them right away, and I saw you guys come in with them, and they caught my eye because Bob really loves these bikes, and he's a buyer, top dollar.
There's Bob. Hey.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Bob. Is that a new hat?
Yes, I would pay him top dollar. Yeah, it's a new hat because it's hot out here. And Debbie told me to wear a hat when I came in.
Bob's a friend of mine from Lake Mills.
No, because this is so cool, the whole story and everything.
Yeah.
It's just wonderful.
No, but they're great bikes. I just like the way it rides.
Yeah. Yeah, great
And
story
we
too.
stick to the streets these days, but
That's good. Awesome. Well, thank you so much.
thank you.
Good to meet you.
Yeah, same here. I'll look for you in Madison Magazine.
Yeah. Okay, this is factory one-off, year 2000 Le Mans, I guess, but it's got a Trek badge on it. Mark Andrews, Jared Brown, Klein Tubes. This is just a Trek mutt from 2000. And holy shit, this has small cog energy. Look at the size of that chainring. Does it say? I guess it's just a 53. It looks bigger than that. But that finish is amazing. One of a kind right there. Titanium seat post. All right, the owner here of this amazing machine declined to be on camera. So I'm going off what I just got from him. This is a refinished by Trek at the factory Trek 170. It's a 1984. So again, it's got the really svelte lug work here. And there it is. There's Tim's lugs. And the all-time greatest dropouts. And this is Campagnolo 50th anniversary group set, complete, unridden, basically new old stock, everything. He said it hung for years before he got all of the parts for it that he wanted. And I would say he freaking nailed it. Absolutely gorgeous. Really nice. Fanciest of all. That's got potential. Your name and what you do here.
Yeah.
Tell me about your bike.
Yeah, I'm Ben Shear. I run Trek University, which is our training program that goes out to bike shops to just help them do a better job. This is a 1985 770 Campy Super Record build, Reynolds 531 CS tube set. If you don't count the 170, which you probably should, but we made so few of them, that one notwithstanding, this would have been our top of the line race bike. And my wife actually bought this for me as a birthday present just last year. It's a holy grail bike for me. This is the first like official vintage ride I'm gonna do on it. I can't wait. And I think this is the only time we've ever done this pink paint job, to my knowledge.
Yeah, that thing is really cool.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, hello, I am Eric Maves. Some of you may know me from One Oak Bicycles in Paola, Wisconsin, but my real claim to fame is veteran employee at Trek Bicycles and the resident historian for the brand. So today's a big day. It's part of our 50th anniversary celebration. This is our inaugural vintage ride and show event. We kind of haphazardly put it together not long ago, and overwhelming support and people that signed up for it. As of this morning, we had over 160 people sign up. People are bringing multiple bikes to show. So I whipped up something just to show for myself. I'm prohibited from competing because I'm an employee, but this is a Neo Retro build I just finished up. This is a 1987 Trek 2500. It's the first 3-tube carbon frame that Trek did, and I did a real bespoke Neo Retro build with a lot of blingy new old stock parts, some different generations of Campagnolo record down to the last generation Delta brakes, custom built Bontrager wheels with polished hubs, silver spokes and nipples. And then a really nifty kind of vaporware old late 80s Cinetica bar and stem. This is actually an adjustable stem. These little spacers, you can adjust the length. And it's a carbon wrapped alloy bar. So this was all designed by Andrea Cinelli after he left Cinelli, started his own company. And then, yeah, a couple other American bits. You got American Classic seat post, and then this is a new production Turbo Bonnie saddle. Picked the Bonnie saddle. My late mother-in-law's name was Bonnie, so I thought it was fitting to use a saddle with her name on it for this build. It's great. So many awesome old bikes here, all different vintages, all different materials. 20-mile ride's just getting started. I would advise doing the short ride.
I'm feeling
you could talk to more people if you do the short distance.
I'm doing the short distance.
There you go.
All right. All right, I'm doing the short 4 or 5 mile ride just to get some footage. Toe clips suck. Oh, they're lost, these poor people. What do you call a guy, no arms, no legs, in a pile of leaves?
Russell!
There you go.
What do I win? I want to say, watch the Bike Farmer on YouTube. Show out there.
There you go. Checks in the mail, Russell.
Yeah.
It's a Trek Bro gathering. This is HQ, by the way. King of the road.
Russell, I didn't mean to ditch you there. Liza sort of grabbed on. That's all right. That's all right. She's a little prettier than you. But anyway, when we get back, yeah. See what you got.
Big man on a little bike. Oh, there you go. Guy's eating a pork chop and riding a bike. Shiny. Oh, hey, what's up, Bruce? You made it.
I made it just to make a time.
The Tri-Series. Yeah. It's my New Year's resolution every year to be first in line for all buffet situations. I believe we have a buffet situation. Oh, I'm not first though. This is the Red Barn. So this is where you built your bike?
Right over here. There's 3 hoods here.
Yeah.
Probably in the middle one. This area here.
Right in here, huh?
We didn't have walls. It was all just open barns. It was colder than hell. In the winter, you'd froze your butt off. Brings back a lot, man. This is awesome.
Red Barn. Red Barn. Superstars. Race bikes. All right, so here's my Apple, and it's been on the channel before, and I actually ran into Mike Apple, but he's a little introverted and did not want to be on video, but got a picture with him with my bike. But he remembers this bike, and he's like, oh boy, that thing. So it was a professor that he knew, but he needed a really upright riding position. He said he just had tubes laying around. He brazed it up because it had to be such weird geometry. Just some off-the-shelf stock fork. It does have one of Tim's bottom brackets, and it was just a practical bike, and he traded it for an aluminum boat. He wanted an aluminum boat, fishing boat he was into, and so it was on trade, and that's the story of this bike. And I built it up the way I like it, and I ride it, and I like it how it is, and I think it's perfect for me. So there you have it. That's the story of the Apple. All right, exiting the famous Trek Red Barn in the rain. So yeah, like I was saying, the Apple, you know, he was into aluminum fishing boats. So he traded it for an aluminum fishing boat, and then the guy that the boat he got wasn't a Lund, but the guy who got the bike was really into Lunds. So that's why he painted it silver and red like a Lund fishing boat. That's what this bike is about. It has nothing to do with mountain bike racing. Thank God. I'm so happy that that happened today. That was the coolest thing.
Well, isn't he a gentleman, though?
He is. He's a very nice guy. Mike, if you're watching this, you're all right. Thank you. That was a great story. So this one is Bob's prototype. This is an unmarked, unserialized, early Trek mountain bike prototype. We don't know anything. We don't have any provenance. We just know that somebody that worked at Trek back in the day ended up with it and then gave it to Bob. And you can see, like, this is just some random cast fork crown, nothing fancy, but they were just like toying around with the 850. And then Bob had a bunch of parts from an 850 that he built.
78 TX 900, fastback seat stay attachments, and they didn't do that for very long because they had a lot of warranty issues with that, so they changed it to the normal side mount.
Yeah.
So they made these through, I guess, early 78. They did this style, then they changed. But what's neat about this bike is it's built towards the end of 1978, but it has this style on it. So kind of a one of a kind. And they also drilled the lugs here for a nice look for it. So it's pretty cool. You don't see a whole lot of the TX 900s. Trek has a couple inside here, and there's one or two others here at the show today. Well, I got it. It was in a pile of parts and spray painted black, including some of the parts. but I was able to identify it by the lugs. Yeah. And so I got it, stripped it down, and I had a friend of mine. He painted it Hemi Plum Crazy. So like your 1972 Charger or Cuda, you could have got it in this exact paint color here. So cool. Yeah, I did those braids on. I used to have a little rack up here, and I had just a little handlebar bag for a while. And I use it for some light touring. It's not really a full race bike, not really a touring bike, kind of in between. But this was Trek's first high-end bike.
Very cool. Thank you.
All right.
All right. So, you know, Suntour Cyclone, it's purple. It's got that seat cluster. It's a 560. So those lugs are kind of fake windows, but you could carve those out. Yeah, I gotta look for one of these. If anybody watching this video has one of these in really good shape in a 58, 59, I'm in. You just let me know. And of course, you know, they go with the Pan-Racer Paselas. It's not the fanciest thing. Ooh, look at the pedals. But I'm in. I like that. I like that color. And then probably my third favorite color is this. But my favorite is the brown.
Louis Duresti from Chicago. This is a 1981 Trek 510. We've done a custom chrome seat post, Nitto lugged stem, Hanjo bell, Bilo orange crankset, Shimano Arabesque group set, Woody's fenders, custom design, custom made for the bike. 5 stripes to represent the 5 stripes on the Trek logo. Then was able to get vintage Trek decals on a 1000 helmet just to make it match the frame. Bilo orange bag, specifically bought to match the frame with the black and the leather kind of just going together. And then found this on eBay to kind of go finish up the accoutrements with a tool bag. Yep. And then I thought 650B wheels to kind of make it just kind of like rando style.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Very tasteful build. I love it.
Yeah.
Awesome. So the judging is in, and here to announce our awards, representing our judges is Eric Maves, Trek's official historian.
I am the bike farmer.
Eric, thanks for joining us. Before we get into the exact awards, can you?
All right. So we did 10 categories. I'm just going to go right down the litany here. So I'm going to start out with the best steel. It is entry number 29. It is a Trek 970 from 1982 or 83. It belongs to Bob Tignan.
All right, Bob.
Woo! Bob, congrats. We're going to go into aluminum next. For that one, we picked it as entry number 85. I believe that is Chris Grandy's Trek 2000.
Nice.
1986 Trek 2000.
Yeah.
Next up, carbon. This one actually was a little bit harder. I mean, we had some carbon show up. We got some 3-tube carbons. We got some early LCLVs. We got a couple of the first 5000s. There's some Y-foils here, etc., etc. We decided to go with Mike Apple's red Trek 5000. Mike. All right. Next category, best original. This could easily be debatable with a lot of the bikes here, but to us, it was kind of a no-brainer. It's got to be the new old stock Y22 mountain bike. I don't remember what category number it was, or entry number, but awesome. So. Okay, next category, best restoration, and that one goes to bike entry number 18, believe that's Russell Brand's purpley TX900.
Yeah, buddy, we got that one. Good boy, Russell.
Yeah, there you go. All right, rolling down the list here. Best Neo Retro. That goes to bike number 101. That was brought from Brian Nevin. He is from the UK. He is not here, but I brought that on his behalf. Just for a little perspective, it's a 1982 Trek 750, recent restoration, Neo Retro build, full Campanella 11-speed drivetrain. It's got some killer old Mavic carbon spoked rims on it. Yeah, just a beautiful, beautiful bike. Okay, rolling in from Neo Retro, we're going to best usage. For some of you who don't know what that is a hybrid word. That is beautiful usage. Can also just say patina, something that just has a lot of killer, cool character to it. Our winner for that is bike number 12, has the Woody's fenders on it. Yeah, really cool.
Got that one too.
All right, we're getting close here. So Frame Builders Award, this one's great because this was chosen by a couple of our OG frame builders that perused the show, and the award also goes to one of the OG frame builders. This is going to be Mark Silman's TX900. It's beautiful. Two-color, two-fade blue right here.
There it is.
Yeah, awesome, awesome bike.
That boy, Mark.
That was Frame Builders Award you just won. You also won People's Choice. Yes. Yes. The people have spoken, and you are the only two-time winner here. So, yes.
First time in history. Well, thank you, everybody. It's quite an honor.
So, all right, we're down to the last award. This is Best of Show. This is always the hardest one to come up with, but this one we're going to put to the one and only ultra rare Trek 170 that came today. It's a 1983, and it is built up with an appropriate, came out in 1983, complete Campanella 50th anniversary. So that belongs to Brad Wagner. Brad.
Oh, this bike is special.
I was getting a little icy there for
wow.
Yay. Congrats.
Thanks.
I think it's fitting in front of everyone that I actually peeled the plastic off the head badge of this bike.
It's like a christening.
Nice.
All right.
Awesome. Congratulations, Brad. Congratulations to all our winners.
I was just telling Mark, I'm like, I honestly hardly knew shit about vintage Treks until this week. I just cannot believe this came together the way it did.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean a lot to you for doing this for me. I'm lost for words.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, that was great. Yeah. Thank you all for watching. It wouldn't have happened without you either. So, I mean, I'm just going to turn this thing off and think about this for a bit. Yeah.
All right.
That was awesome, man. That was great.